And as you inhale, feel your ribcage expand. As you exhale, feel your ribcage contract. Now smooth out your breath, or as you inhale deeply, slow and steady your exhale. Now you may be able to do this breath awareness with your hands down on your knees. Just tune into this area that we're breathing into our nose, breathing into this rib cage. And as you exhale, the rib cage comes closer together. To get a deeper breath and awareness, strengthening the diaphragm, lay face down. Come onto your elbows, right under your shoulders like a sphinx pose, the back bend. Angle your toes out towards the sides, opening your hips. And then you can begin taking your arms forward a little bit, not all the way, because then you'll breathe into your chest. We want to breathe into the belly area. So your chest is lifted a little bit, just the base of your rib cage is touching the floor. And if you're maybe a little more well endowed, of course, your chest will be there too. But you're hiking the shoulders up a little bit, drop your head down onto your forearms. And then tune into your pranayama, which is just your breath, breathing in and out through your nose, and begin just relaxing your body. We won't be here very long, so you may feel this in your shoulders, like you're strengthening and stretching them at the same time. And with your rib cage down towards the floor, just the lower rib cage, as you breathe in, that rib cage and abdomen expands and pushes down towards the floor. And as you exhale, that area softens away from the floor. So take a few rounds of breath in crocodile pose with your head down and relaxed. So when you breathe here, you'll feel that the rib cage expands to the sides, the floater ribs expands, your waistline becomes a little bit larger, and as you exhale, it contracts back. So take a few more rounds of breath in the crocodile pose. And then when you're ready, you can start to press your legs together and move yourself to a child's pose just for a break here. And then we'll come to sitting once again. So go ahead and extend your arms forward. Sit back to your heels, knees apart, big toes lightly touching, and drop your forehead down to the floor. Take a few moments just relaxing into your body. I'm going to come out of the pose, so hopefully early on you see me in the pose. So then when I come out of the pose, I could talk to you and you can actually hear me. So this is a great stretch for your back, your hips opening, and when we're face down, it helps to warm our body. And it's a nice kind of counterbalance to what's happening in the springtime when it's usually cool out and wet. It might feel heavy. These poses help to maybe balance those energies, so to speak. And it's a nice way to transition. When you're ready, slowly and methodically move out of that pose and come to sitting. Now you might decide to sit, I'm going to sit on the floor here, crossing the ankles or maybe staggering feet. You can also sit on a block or a pillow to heighten your hips higher than your knees, or you can sit on a chair with your feet below your knees. And you can have your hands on your knees, your lap. Now notice how you feel after those few poses and breathing. Taking the tongue away from the roof of your mouth, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Like you're fogging a mirror out in front of you. We're going to do a victorious breath. Breathe in through your nose. One more out through your mouth. Like you're saying H-A-H. And this helps to warm your body, helps to tune into that lower breath as opposed to upper chest where we may feel short and anxious. We'll breathe deep so it's low and slow, calming nervous system here. So next exhale, breathe out through your nose. Making that same Victoria's breath sound in your throat, like you're steaming that window in front. And breathe in and out through your nose, making that slight contraction in your throat. So it makes that sound of the ocean in your throat. This sound of the ocean helps to keep your mind occupied because you can hear it. You can hear your breath. You can feel your body start to warm. And complete exhales here and slow inhales. Breathing helps to prepare yourself for meditation because it helps to focus your mind on one point. And so everything else falls away. And if you find your mind wanders, bring it back to your breath. Remember, that is our bridge between our mind and body. So nice job. You can continue with that Ujjayi breath or continue breathing naturally. Breathing in and out through your nose. Feeling the sense of calm. Next, we're going to do a couple shoulder rolls if you haven't already, and then we'll do a couple side stretches. First of all, reach your fingertips to the sides. Inhale your arms up overhead. Nice long stretch through your spine. Look up towards your hands, maybe palms to touch. Exhale and release your arms slowly down. This could be like a breath exercise as well. 2 more times. Inhale, reach slowly your arms up to the sky, reaching for the clouds if there are any. Exhale and release your arms down. Try to touch the walls, floor in all direction and up to the sky as you reach up on your inhale. Now release your right hand down to your side. Left arm up towards the sky. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Any shoulder issues, you can keep your hand down low and go ahead and reach that arm alongside your ear and stretch along the side of the body. Take what's called a half moon. We're stretching and opening up the rib cage, the shoulders, not really moving the knees. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, drop that hand down. Take your right arm up alongside your ear and ground your hips. Reach up to the sky. Feel that side stretch already. Maybe reach over further. And then come back to center and speed it up. Inhale, one arm up, exhale it over, switch sides, inhale, one arm up, exhale over, and then continue. Moving directly to the side and reach out through your fingertips. Like it's a dance, like there's a song going in your head and you're moving to it. Now the tempo might be slower or might be faster. No holds bar. Feel that. Experience that. Side stretch. Either looking forward or looking up towards the sky, slowing that down. Really good for the immune system. Stretching. Okay. How are you doing? Always ask yourself that question and see if we can answer with something positive as opposed to critical. So when you're ready, give yourself a hug. We always want to love ourselves first. Other arm on top. Maybe give yourself a little wiggle hug. We're going to warm our body in some twists. So inhale your arms to the sides, palms up. And exhale, twist to the side and look back. Inhale back through center, lengthening your spine. Exhale, twist to the other side. And then start moving side to side. With each exhale, twisting, looking back. You decide your cadence, your flow. Twist side to side. A few more times. And remember, this is being recorded, and I am just the one being recorded. No one else is here. Feel free to keep your video on if you wish. And now switch. Take your right hand behind you, left hand across outside knee, and pause for a moment, lifting your chest. Twist your body. You can always do these standing as well if you wish. But here we're seated, twist here. Taking it nice and easy, gazing back. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist left hand back, right hand to the outside of your left knee. Lengthen your spine, drop your hands, shoulders level, gazing over back behind you. Twisting, breathing, staying in the moment. And you can always do all these poses moving as well. Okay, so come back to center. Inhale, reach your arms out to the sides, look up. Exhale, hands to your knees for a seated cow. We're gonna just round the back, tuck your chin, and this could be a very slight movement. Shoulders come away. Inhale, lift your chest up towards the sky and look up, stretch your throat, the front body, shoulders back. Exhale, round. Inhale, straighten up, look up. This is also called riding the camel's hump. So imagine the bumping and the walking of a camel. They're kind of up and down. They're big animals. So maybe a big movement, maybe small. Feels good though. Open up the shoulders. So nice job, everyone. Our last pose, sitting. You can stay here, or you can come onto your knees, curl your toes. And what we're going to do is lion's pose. You can even do this standing if you wish. We're going to, I'll demonstrate first. Take a deep breath. And then as you exhale, we're going to reach forward and engage the whole body. Stick the tongue out down as far as you can. Look up and exhale in a roar like a lion. Lion's poses builds courage, and you'll feel a warming, and it's nice to make some noise. So try it with me. A deep breath in and exhale. Ah! And then come back to center. Take a couple breaths, and we'll try that again. Just relaxing. Try to exhale as long as you can, every ounce of oxygen there. Good job. Inhale, take a deep breath. Exhale. Ah! So look up, open your mouth as wide as you can. And I actually heard my ears pop a little bit. Opening up that jaw helps to release tension and engage the whole body. You feel that warmth? A couple more times. Deep breath in. And take a couple breaths. Let me just mention, I went to the zoo one time and there was a lioness and she roared so loud, I could hear it in my chest. It was almost pushing me back. It was amazing how much energy was there. And the next time I'll do it, I'm going to do it like she did. It was, oh, 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 ah. I didn't know they roared like that, but go ahead. And if you'd like to try it that way, you can also do it silently, and I can't tell because you're muted, but go ahead and try that. One more time. Deep breath in. And pause for a moment when you're finished. Feel that energy. It's kind of fun, isn't it? I hope you did. And if not, maybe you'll try it a few more times on your own. I do hope that you learn things from yoga and practice it in your daily life as well. Let's come to standing now and go ahead and clear your mat or your area, wherever you're at. And let's come with a hip distance apart. So look down at your feet, and if they're really wide, well, we're never that wide. If you place your hands right in front of your thighs, then you can see that that's like hips distance. And then just peek down, see that your feet are parallel. So we'll do a nice mountain pose here. Engage your legs nice and strong without locking your knees. And your arms are at your sides. Palms face each other. Shoulders back and down. And relax. Reaching the crown of your head up towards the sky. If you like to close your eyes just for a moment, we'll be here a few breaths just to feel the height in your body. And the width of your feet, like the foothills of the mountain, sturdy and wide. And the crown of your head is the top of the mountain. Your arms are the sloping grades of that mountain. Okay, nice job. Inhale and reach your arms up overhead, sweep up towards the sky, and exhale your arms down to your sides. And we'll take a standing twist. So reach your arms to the sides, palms up. Take an inhale. As you exhale, twist to the right. Reaching your left arm forward, right arm back. Take a few breaths and twist your body like a twisting tree. Sometimes they grow and kind of twist, or plants do that too. Like a vine would wrap around a branch. So inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the other side, finding your feet grounded from that mountain, and you're lifting up to your head and twisting, reaching your arms out, fingers towards infinity. And then when you're ready, after a couple breaths, come back to center, reach your arms overhead, and exhale your arms to your sides. We're gonna do cat-cow stretch. You could do it hands and knees, or have your standing hands on your knees. If you're on hands and knees, look forward. Even if you're standing, look up. As you exhale, begin to round your back. Tuck your tailbone under, drop your head. Inhale and look up. Exhale, round your back. And a few more times, linking movement with breath. Notice how it feels in your body to stretch your spine. We're toning our nervous system and strengthening it. Good job. Next, we'll take downward dog. So curl your toes under, lift your hips up, walking your hands out, shoulders on your back. And take a moment, notice how it feels to go upside down. Bend one knee, then the other. As if you're looking down at the ground. And this is a great way to connect to the ground, especially if you travel and you're like really jet lagged, tired, or even if you don't travel, it's good to connect. Now that the weather is getting maybe a little warmer in these coming days, you can go outside and do this in the grass, and to connect with the earth is really helpful, just to dial in that circadian, just the sense coming back into the time. It really helps to connect with earth. It helps to balance your energy. So when you're ready, come down towards your knees. Scoop your chin chest forward, laying down for Cobra Pose. Extend your legs behind you and come up onto your elbows. They're directly under your shoulders. Gaze forward. And feel your chest come forward as well. Like a light is a headlight, right at the center of your chest, and it's shining forward. Feel that Cobra Pose, so strengthening your upper back and just reducing tension in the body. Feels so good to come into a level that is right for your body. If it feels better, you can walk your arms forward if you need less of a stretch. If you want to amplify the stretch, begin palms flat underneath towards your rib cage. And then begin straightening your arms, keeping a slight bend in your elbows, keeping your shoulders like back, your chest open, a couple breaths. When you're ready, slowly release down and come back to your Sphinx. Begin walking your knees towards you, kind of whittle your hips. Draw your navel towards your spine. And either come to child's pose or downward dog. This is the way to transition So take a few moments here, few breaths. If you wish, you can come to a plank pose, and then to up dog, curling into the tops of your feet. Plank pose, downward dog. And then we're gonna walk the feet to the hands, or hands to feet, either way. Bend your knees for elephant pose or ragdoll. You can hold your elbows if you wish, dropping your head, and then sway side to side. And if you're playful, you wanna make noise of an elephant, feel free to do that. When you're ready, release your hands, bend your knees deeply, and slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Nice job, everyone. Head comes up last. When your head is up, roll your shoulders. Inhale your arms up over your head. And exhale your arms down, feet together. Take a moment here. Gaze forward. And let's just find the mountain body. And bring one ear towards your shoulder. Half moon, roll your head forward to the side. You can continue to the front or make a gentle circle around. Stay where it feels a nice stretch, or continue maybe going the other direction, or keep half moon in front. Good job. When you're ready, find some stillness. Grab your elbows back behind you. Lift up through the crown of your head. Feel your shoulders stretch. Grab your elbows the other way. Switch your hands. A little chest stretch here. Or interlace your fingers behind you and straighten your arms down. Now here we direct the breath more into the upper body. So take a few breaths and notice it there. If you want more, take your hands off your back. Ooh, that's good. And release, roll your shoulders, and then shake it out. Shake your body, shake your arms, shake your legs, do a little jig, do a little dance. And it doesn't have to be small, it can be big. Really just shake off all that stuff that we don't need. Bring in that good feeling in your body. I love dancing too, by the way. And I'm sure we'll have a good tune that we like to listen to occasionally. So we'll come back to hips distance. You can keep your feet together if you wish. Chair pose. We're going to do a Tweety bird. We're going to have fun with this. So let's inhale, hands forward, like we're serving out something nice, right? Our goodness. And then take your hips back. Notice when you're here how your spine is being supported as opposed to curving a lot. We'll draw in. And the toes can lift just a little bit. That keeps the knees back. And with this, let's shimmy the hips side to side, side to side. Feel the stretch in your side legs, in your back. Listen to your body. Do what feels right in the moment. And have fun with this. Just do a little wiggle, Very nice. That's great. And you feel that, right? So come back up. Nice job. Place your hands right behind you for a gentle back bend. Look up towards the front or up towards the sky. Draw your elbows back. And notice how you can tuck your tailbone down slightly, feeling a stretch more into the front legs. Gauging your breath, staying with it. Nice job. Perfect. Come back to center. And take your arms over your head. Bring your hands to your heart center, thumbs in front, and balance all the weight to your left leg. Fan your right knee to the side, and here's tree pose. You may keep your toes on the floor. Feel that your arch of your foot's in your ankle. And there's a place if you reach your foot higher, arch of your foot in your calf. Or you may decide to grab your ankle and lift your heel as high on your perineum you can. Really good for the legs here. And we're practicing our focus, energy, and balance. You can take your hands over your head if you want to straighten your arms, or you keep your hands at your heart center, bring your fingers apart like a lotus flower. Thing about a lotus flower is their roots are in the muck and the dirt where they get nutrients, and then their stem is nice and long, kind of like our spine, and then the flower at the top opens when it's sunny, and it's like this beautiful light of energy at your crown. When you're ready, release your legs, shimmy your hips side to side, shake it off, shake your arms, your legs. Switching sides, bring your hands back to heart center, Anjali Mudra, and weight the right leg, bend your left knee to the side. Great for opening the hips. Feel that the sole of your foot is a perfect place for your ankle, or if you lift your foot to your calf, any knee issues will stay low, or you can grab your ankle and lift your heel as far up you can. Take a few breaths. You can make your lotus flower with your fingers wide, or maybe take that over your crown. Reaching your arms skyward for another option. When you're ready, come back to center, bringing your feet a little closer together. Nice balance, by the way, really helps to build concentration. So bring your right knee forward. You can have a toe touch and then lift your knee. If it's easier, lift your arms, cactus arms or higher. And then we'll switch sides, nice and slow. And if you ever fall out, just come back to that little toe tap touch. Lift your left knee. Find your gaze somewhere out in front of you for balance. And if you like to lift your arms, feel free. Sometimes I think that makes it a little easier. Release it down. We're going to do our warrior 3. So reach your arms up, right knee lifts, flex your foot, really active foot, toes lift. And the first one is bring your toes back behind you. Second one is bringing your leg lower lift, tapping your toe behind you. And third is extending your leg back, tilting your head forward, body straight, maybe reaching your arms to the sides for balance. Overhead more challenging, arms to the sides like you're floating, swimming, flying. When you're ready, come back, lift your right knee for a moment, release it down, and then switch and shake that off. So we'll step with the right foot, arms up, take your left leg back behind you. Really good stretch for that hip flexor. From here, maybe you lift and lower or keep your toe on the floor, or take that warrior 3 like you're flying. Oh yeah, foot flexed. Reach your head forward, heel back. Nice job. When you're ready, come back, lift your knee, flex your foot. And release out. Success. Nice job. So let's take warrior two. Step your feet really wide here. And when you feel comfortable, widen your legs a bit more, toes in, heels out. Reach your arms out to the sides, fingers to infinity. Pick your right toes up, angling your foot 90 degrees right side. Bend right knee, gaze over your right fingertips. Warrior two, because we're warriors, right? So nice job. Flip your palms up to the sky. Right arm up alongside your ear, exalting your warrior. Left hand down or back behind you. Nice job. Breathe as we hold the pose here. Inhale, come back up. And bring your right elbow to your thigh or hand to knee. Left arm lifts to the sky. Look up at your thumb. Maybe even taking your arm alongside your ear. Side angle, nice job. Come back up. Angle your toes forward. Maybe hands to your hips for a moment and adjust yourself here. Pick your left toes up 90 degrees. Stretch your arms out to the sides, your fingers to infinity. Push your hips forward, lift your chest. Bend your left knee now. Right toes angle in a little bit for balance support. Look over your left hand out to infinity. Feel that strength, even staying relaxed. Spin your palms up. Inhale, left arm up alongside your ear. Reach up and back. Take your right hand down your leg or behind you. Keep breathing. Nice. Standing leg stretch. Best one for hips is our warrior two. Inhale. Left elbow to your knee. Transition slowly, setting it up. Right hand lifts to the sky. Spread your fingers. Reach up. So your left elbow, there you go. And then take your arm alongside your ear. If you want a little more, looking up. Nice job. Slowly. Inhale, come back up to center. Arms overhead, toes in. Exhale, arms to your sides. Come back on a 45. Inhale, lift your chest. Push your hips forward. Do a mini back bend, like you're sunning your front. Exhale, fold. Hands slide down your legs or on the floor out in front. Lengthen your spine, wide leg forward, fold. Release your head down. And shift your weight towards your toes. You're stretching your legs and your back. Letting your head hang here. To take tension out of the shoulders. Forward folds are great for decompressing the spine. Walk your hands forward. Walk your hands towards your right foot. Both hands to the inside of your foot. And spin your left heel off the mat. Lower your right knee down for lizard stretch. So your right foot angles out. So both hands are like towards together. You can also do this one standing. Now go ahead and lower your elbows to the mat if you're going deeper and stay for a couple breaths. Stretching the hip flexors on the front left leg. You can let your head hang here. When you're ready, curl your toes under, press your hands. Yoga stroll to the other side here. So we're kind of pivoting on our feet. Or you can come to standing and do a standing variation. Let's go ahead, bring both hands to the inside left foot. Lower that right knee down to the floor. Begin by lengthening your chest forward. If you need to curl your toes and whittle your leg further back, feel free. Lower onto your elbows. Maybe let your head hang. This is a lizard stretch, so if you want, you can stick out your tongue. Nobody's looking. And play with it. Have fun. Experience. Stay connected to your body, listening to the signals it gives you. After a few breaths, yogi stroll back to the center, wide leg. Hands to your ankles, drop your head. And slowly walk your hands up your legs. Once you're up, maybe reach your arms overhead. Inhale, exhale, step your feet together and rest your arms at your sides. Woo, feel that nice invigoration. Love stretching that lower body. It helps to bring a lot of energy and that could be pooled in the lower body and spread it out. So to release all that wonderful energy in your body. We're going to do more of that and with fists of fire here. So let's step our right leg back. So our hips are still square. And bend your left knee. So the feet are kind of wide apart for warrior one here. I'm going to continue with our warriors because we're strong warriors. So stretch your arms up over your head. And think of all the stuff that goes on, all the gunk, all the tension, anxiety, or whatever it is that each and every one of us may come with occasionally. And then we're going to take that and make fists and pull your elbows back, and kind of let's burn that off. So inhale your arms up, press it back. Inhale, exhale, press it back. And really get into it like that lion. Reach your arms up, make fists, and press it back. Nice job. Float your arms up. Grab your left wrist, pull back, reach back. Be that archer, like you're taking aim with your bow and arrow. Come back to center. Step your feet together. Notice that energy. And shake off if you have any little tension. I always got it right between the shoulder blades, so yeah. Shake it off, dance it off. Woo, have fun. From our mountain pose, switch to the left leg back. Your toes kind of angle out towards the side. And then your front knee bends. Hips are kind of square, shoulders towards the front. Inhale, up, overhead. All that stuff, last chance, burn it all off. Make fists. Pull those elbows back, squeeze shoulder blades back. Inhale, up, reach up. Exhale, fist of fire. Inhale, up. Burn it out. Guttural, really. Couple more times. You can go faster. And then begin slowing it down. One more. Nice job. Reach up, 5-pointed star. Reach, pivot towards the sides, toes out. Bring your hands to your heart center. Bend your knees, goddess pose or horseman. We want to feel the connection pulling the front up a little bit towards the ribs. Long, nice tailbone down. So we're not completely overarched. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, bend, cactus your elbows to the side, bend your knees, goddess pose. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. Circle your arms. Let them rest in front of you. Sink your hips a bit, like you're planting this seed into the ground, and we'll do a sunflower. So, touching the floor or not, we're planting that seed, core is engaged, and then you can begin rounding up like this sprout coming out of the ground and reach up to the sky, and then open your arms nice and wide. Sink, plant another seed, and then come up as you're reaching towards that sun that keeps peeking out here and there today. Plant another seed. Maybe it's a whole pack of 1,000, right? 10,000. Come on up and reach it out. Nice job. Hands to your heart center. Bend your right knee and arms out to the sides. Skandasana variation dragon. Inhale, come to the front. Exhale, bend your left knee. Dragon. Pinky's back behind you. Inhale up. Dragon to the side. Maybe like a dragonfly, or if you like fantasy, dragon itself. Sometimes even those chameleons, they look like alligators or little dragons, right? And then come back to center. Hands to your heart center. Toe heel, or step your feet together. Arms at your side, one last mountain pose before we come down to the floor for relaxation. If you need a mini back bend, stretch your arms up. Shoulders are back onto your back. Bend your knees slightly, hips forward, lift up your chest. Shine that light out, forward and up. Exhale your arms down. Oh, feels so good. Nice job. If you'd like to have a blanket close to you for laying down, because when we lay faced on our backs, rather, tends to be a little cooling, but you don't have to. We're going to have come for reclined twist. We're going to come onto our backs. Ooh, nice and warm, right? Good. And then you can relax your feet to the floor. Arms are at your sides. Stretch your arms, your eagle arms out to the sides. Palms are up, hands shoulder height. Let your back relax here, knees together, feet really wide. Inhale. As you exhale, drop your knees to the right, turn your head to the left. Switch sides, inhale back to center, knees left, look right. Inhale back to center, switch sides. Inhaling back to center. As you switch sides, find your shoulder blades in towards the mat. Turning your head the opposite way so you feel a full spinal twist in your back, rotating. Next time your knees move to the right, keep them there for a few breaths. Head to the left. If this feels good, cross your right foot on your knee, deepening the twist. Stay and breathe. Closing your eyes, going deeper. Return your head, your feet back wide. Inhale back to center, knees touch, feet wide. Exhale, knees to the left, look right. Relaxing here in this passive stretch. We're not doing much to hold there here. Really not doing anything. Except maybe take your left foot up on your knee. If the first part feels good, you want it deeper. Learn to discern if you like to amplify or back off. Always tuning into your breath, and you're continuing your practice. Practice of tuning inward, healing yourself from within. Let's come back to center, nice and slow. Feet, hips distance, arms at your sides, palms down. Heels close to your backside. Press equally through your feet, low back towards the floor, engage your core. Inhale, lift your hips to bridge. Exhale, slowly lower down. Some of you may want to just continue lifting with your inhale, lowering with your exhale, maybe taking feet closer. Lift your hips as high as you can without your knees moving apart, splaying out. And if you wish, you stay up for a few more breaths. Maybe joining your hands underneath. If not, no worries. You're breathing, staying connected. And this bridge is really that bridge between mind and body. And the bridge is our breath that keeps us connected, feeling our strength and taking pressure off the back. And that strength is not only in the body, but it's in the mind as well, right? Both. When you're ready, release your hands, lower down one vertebra at a time, relax. One knee to chest, roll your ankle, maybe straightening your leg. Rocking it side to side. Right foot back to the floor, left knee in. Maybe straightening right leg. Wiggle your feet. Maybe take your knee side to side. Release your foot down. Bend both knees. Restorative or knees to chest. Stay here, shoulders down. Look down. Maybe rocking side to side. Keep relaxing, restoring your energy. Separating your knees, reach for your outside feet, happy baby. And this is where cooing is awesome if you like to do that. Maybe rocking side to side, straightening, alternating legs or both. Slowly release your legs. Either to butterfly goddess, soles of feet together, knee to the floor, knees apart, or begin straightening your legs. Taking our final relaxation here. With your legs straight to the floor, make sure you feel good in your back. Otherwise, restorative with knees bent like we did before that twist. Or if you're in goddess, feel free to stay. And release your hands down your side body, away from your body, palms up. Tuck your chin slightly, feel the length in the back of your neck, a continuation of your spine. Allow yourself to relax completely all your muscles as if you were to release a straw. If you squeeze it like you tighten your muscles, not much goes through. It's still good. And then you can release that, relax, like you take the pressure off a straw and it becomes round again and much flows through. Same thing with our body. Close your eyes, let your eyes fall deep into the sockets, relaxing the muscles in your face. So we'll just do a quick body scan, starting there from the crown and working down the body. So the shoulders into the arms and hands to the fingertips. And then we trace the line from the fingertips all the way through the hands to the arms, to the shoulders. And just paying attention to these areas as we go, or think of relaxing them. And then relax your chest, your shoulders, visualizing them, your spine, your rib cage, solar plexus, middle back, lower back, abdomen, and hips. Relaxing your left thigh completely, all the way down, knee, calf, foot, toes, and the right thigh completely from the hip down to knee, calf, heel, and foot to toes. And then we'll just trace that line nice and slow. Keep breathing and relaxing as you go. Relax your toes, your feet, your ankles and lower legs, knees and thighs. Relax your hip bones into your hips and your backbone from tailbone to sacrum, the lumbar spine, traveling up to the middle thoracic spine and your neck at the top. We're relaxing through the side body from hips all the way up to armpits. Relaxing the whole digestive organs, reproductive, respiration, and all the systems in the body, the skeletal, muscular, endocrine, lymphatic. Relax your heart, the center, your neck and throat, from the tops of your shoulders down to the tips of your fingers. And we're tracing a line from the tips of the fingers through the fingers, the hands, lower arms, elbows, upper arms and shoulders, back to the neck, which connects our head. So relaxing the chin, the jaw, mouth, the tongue away from the roof, the nose, the cheeks, the eyes and ears, temples, back of the head, eyebrows, eyes, forehead. So you see the crown of the head. Maybe you visualize that lotus flower or something beautiful like a gem that has all the colors. Take a breath in from the crown to your feet and exhale from your feet to your crown a few times, washing as if your breath washes over you, cleansing, detoxing, warming. Even though this is considered a cooling posture, you may feel that already. Your body cooling down. After another breath or so, start to wake your body up slowly by wiggling your fingers and toes. Roll your wrists and ankles, maybe stretching your arms overhead, flex your heels away. Gently bend your knees, always moving slowly with awareness. If you'd like to hug it out, feel free. Stretch one arm overhead to roll to that side for a pillow. Knees together in front of your chest, restoring energy in your spine and really just bringing more blood flow because we're ready to sit up. Use your top hand to press yourself up slowly to sitting. You can have your eyes closed for the first few moments here. Even if your legs are straight or you sit in the chair, maybe you stagger your feet or cross your ankles, depending on where you're at. Allow yourself to rest your hands onto your knees for grounding, palms down. Shoulders onto your back, close your eyes, crown your head up to the sky so your spine is nice and long. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Continue with this smooth flow of breath. And if you like, join me with alternate nostril breathing. You can do this without touching your nose. I find you don't get as much sensation doing it that way, but you certainly can. Otherwise, we'll bring our left hand, first two fingers, right between the eyebrows. This just keeps the arm in position. And we will just gently touch one side of the nose as I call it off at a time, using the thumb and then, the ring finger, pinky finger, like together. Continue with your breathing naturally, okay? So nice straight spine, first foremost, breathe in. Gently touch right side, breathe out through the left side. Breathe in through the left side, slow and steady. Block the left side, exhale through the right side. Inhale through the right side, slow and steady. Block off the right side, exhale left. And inhale left, slow. Block off left, exhale through the right, steady. And breathe in through the right. Release your hand and breathe through both sides. Close your eyes for a few moments. Breathing in. Breathing out through your nose. Feel that extra energy that you broadening the bridge of your nose. When we do alternate nostril, it focuses our mind on one point. We're breathing. When we switch the sides of the nostrils, it helps to open those passages. So when we meditate, both are open with less distractions. And really just not really engaging into the distractions when we have them, is just bringing the awareness back to here and now. So nice job, everyone. Inhale your arms up over your head, one long stretch in the spine again. Bring your hands to your heart center. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. May the light and love in me honor that which is also in you. And a quick message right now is if you want to continue Zoom yoga, I do that on Wednesday evenings at 6 and Saturday mornings at 9. So a little earlier. If you